another in sport as both teams made their way out of the folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Chiefs nothing. Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point safely through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes looking middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The give to Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
back to throw now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack.
Number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 26-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, dude. Here
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
17-0 our score after one.
The score, Colts 17, Chiefs nothing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll look to run with Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try and run Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
I know, but hold on.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Well, last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Taylor. Shrugs him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere. They don't well now. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
On first down, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. So we have come to halftime and touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier. Kenny Moore brought him down. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
57, Mike 57.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Jonathan
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, let's go. 57's the Mike, Rock 57. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Again, it's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get him, get him. 97's the 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll air this, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Blankenship out for the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it out. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it out. 15. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double up free. Double yellow. Double up free, defense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. 58, boy. 58. 58. Come on. Knock it out, Ron. Knock it out.
Now here's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58. Come on. 58. Come on. Come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield. 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
It's
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Colts 27, Chiefs 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. They'll run with Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
1st down, Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the 49-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards. First and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Check, 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 check. Hey, 43, 15.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. They're going to try and run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Come on, come on.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, D.
The give to Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Colts, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on